Anyway, so before the New Year's, the Habs were doing horrible, right? And everybody was
Sentiment was.
and now they did
We
a
all gave up. We're already looking to the next year.
point before speaking about their success, because everybody at one point was on St. Louis' case and saying that we should get rid of them
Of course.
because and I said it, like you can't jump the gun here in Montreal. We've been spoiled with great teams, great players. So it's when we do good, we're gonna win the cup. When we do bad, like fire everybody. Like there's a process to this rebuild. You can't start a rebuild and then halfway through it, okay, we have to win now. Like it takes time, and sometimes
Can't change your plan.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward, and that's what I think. That's what I said last time they did.
This is what his second season. By second season, you could start exactly. You could start critiquing. You could start getting like a. Yeah. It's not his first season.
No, but it's not that they just started wanting to be in the mix, right? So now they got all their draft players, all the drafted players, and now they're integrated them all into the team. But now these guys gotta get seasoned. They gotta get experience. They gotta gain gains under the belt. They gotta get comfortable with the system.
They gotta stay healthy.
They gotta stay healthy. It takes time, and sometimes it works, and it's easier to learn when you're winning than when you're not. But sometimes you learn stuff when you're losing, right? So just give the guy patience, because St. Louis is the perfect time for him to learn as well, because he can learn with a team that's it's okay to lose because they're learning. So winning is not as important because they're rebuilding. It gives them a chance to get experience. I go, be patient, and fire him. Now all of a sudden they're praising him because he's doing.
It's the Messiah now.
Going through times like that, it builds character. It builds experience. It also gives a chance for younger guys like Suzuki, the captain, to actually become leaders.
Hey everybody! Thanks for sticking around. If you're loving this content, hit the like button and subscribe and join to our awesome community. Ring that notification bell so you'll never miss a beat. Together, we're building something so special. Let's grow this channel and let's have some fun along the way. For some more content, check out these other fantastic channels. You got checking accounts, dive into the world of finance and economics, baby. Let's go. Big money. And check and report. Stay informed of the latest political news and current events. Hello? So that's it, fam. Come and check us out.
Good point,
Very true. But at the same time, what he was doing wasn't wrong. It's because there's certain things that happened that I wanna touch on, and I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. But because certain things switched in regards to trades and players playing in the wrong position or different position in the lineup, they were playing either too high or too low. It affected the way people he wanted his system to go. Now that people are playing in the right spot, so now that everybody's in their own in like more in a position where they're supposed to be, like things are working out more. So I think there's like a few things that happened that kind of solidified. Which first of all, I don't know if you agree with me. The first I think is Laine coming back.
Yeah, I think that sparked something.
Well, I wanted to say about Laine. Laine coming back is the first time in how many years that St. Louis actually has a full complement of players to play with.
2 lines. He actually was able to put a bigger balance on that second line, even though he still had issues with Doc. Which
I'm saying, like, all the guys were there, like all the acquisitions there. Doc was there, Laine was there. There was everybody was healthy. This is the team that he was promised to have,
Exactly. And then whoever was playing on that second line went back again on the third, and you have more of a balance. So now you're playing against a lower line on the other end, and it's easier to attack. Exactly.
When your top line guy is Suzuki is playing against with like for years in our division, he's going to Bergeron, Matthews, Barkov, like all these guys. It's like, and he's still putting up a point a game. It speaks something about his
game.
Well, the first couple of years, but in the playoffs that year in the bubble, he shut down Crosby, shut down McDavid. Those are some big names.
When he plays against players like McKinnon, he does his thing,
Does what he has to do, and he does it well.
And so I think that then the Primo Dobesh move was also a key, because they were riding Montembeault and they were killing him, and I think he was playing too many games. Right, so bring in a guy who's being solid in American American hockey with the Rockets. That helped. And I think the biggest thing was that trade. Getting rid of Barron, because I think they lost confidence in him being part of the core, and bringing in, not a top launch defenseman, but somebody that's like a stable defenseman. And having goalie move from the right back to the left made a total difference. And you have a stable defense, and now you had your other defense move down a slot, and it's easier for them. So they're not playing with the top against the top defensive pair. They're playing against their low, and it just stabilized that defense.
Matchup wise, they're in a better spot.
Yeah, exactly, and they're playing much better.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I've been seeing a lot of thumbnails and stuff, but I think Hudson has been having a good.
Well, that's my next point.
Okay,
yeah.
that was your next point.
No, but go. That's the good.
Well, I haven't been watching games, and haven't been watching YouTube videos about it, but just like the thumbnails and stuff like that, everyone's analyzing Hudson, saying he's on the rise, where's his ceiling, stuff like that. So I guess he's been having a good month.
Well, ever since he got put on the first power play unit, he's been evolving, and then during the stretch, man, he's been ripping it up. He's been having, he's over a point a game. Over.
I don't know if he has any points tonight, but before tonight's game, he had 30 points. He was the first in rookie scoring.
Yeah, first in rookie scoring. Yeah, and then
Celebrini, I think, was second.
Yeah, and then Michkov. Yeah, and I'm not worried. I think if it's not Hudson that's going to take it, it's going to be Celebrini, because Michkov, I think he's going to have issues with the coach because of the way he plays, and Tortorella's going to be sitting him every so often because he's very old fashioned. So you have Hudson and Caulfield who are bringing it up a level. That's helping the team. So now, because Laine was ripping it up, opens the ice to other guys, but these are other guys who are elite players, so like they're producing. Like Caulfield scored it's 3-4 games in a row now.
23rd goal, I think.
20, but he scored 4 games in a row now, I think, or 3 games in a row.
Super.
What is it? No,
that's pretty.
Also,
pretty amazing.
Doc has been performing, no?
He's been picking it up, yeah.
Been a little boost.
He's getting. So that's good too. So
Everybody's been participating.
New goalie too. New goalie. I find ever since they got that goalie too, man.
So now they're saying
showing a little more fire.
They're back in the mix. Like a month ago, they were the bottom of the league. They were the worst team in the NHL, the 32nd team in the league, and the other night they were. They actually hit the second playoff spot. They passed.
They're out of the wild card?
They hit the wild card, but then
I know. Now they broke out of that?
Well, they didn't play all week, right? So tonight was the first game they played since Monday. So teams played, they went up, but now tonight they're win again. They're 1 point again behind the second wild card spot. Okay, but yes, they're playing good, but the only reason they're in the mix now is not only because they're doing good. First of all, New York Rangers, what a disaster that team.
Ouch. What's going on? New York? I have no idea.
What a mess. They're playing horrible. They hate each
other. Yeah. It's the same team as last year.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Sick team. They shouldn't be with it. They should be on the first wild card. No, they should have been in the first wild card, or in the top 3.
Yeah, they have Panarin, right?
They dropped all the way down.
Yeah,
they traded their captain mid-season.
Yeah,
Kreider's got another.
No, Kreider's there.
He's
they
traded.
I think so, because Trouba was the captain. They traded him.
They traded Trouba. They traded someone else. Anyways, what a disaster. So that is a big reason why Ottawa and Montreal, Tampa, they have that chance.
Is that where Tarasenko is? Where's Tarasenko?
He's with Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and now the gap is closed because all these bottom teams are moving up because